Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Happy
Good evening,
Deepavali.
sir.
Good evening. Belated happy
Good
birthday,
evening.
Vivek
Good
bhai.
evening.
Thank you. Thank you, bhai.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, जी. और लास्ट वीक हम क्लास नहीं कर पाए क्योंकि काफी मैसेजेस आए थे मेरे पास कि विवेक भाई दिवाली के फेस्टिवल पर आई एम सॉरी last time we could not have the class just because I got a lot of messages that due to Diwali festival, if you could postpone the class, it would be better for all of us. That's why I had postponed. Otherwise, there was no other reason. Okay, so now today and tomorrow we will have class, and next week also again we will have class on Saturday, Sunday, as communicated to you. All of you are getting my voice, right?
Yes. It is clear.
So today we are going to learn 3 strategies, and all these 3 strategies are chart pattern based strategies, not on technical indicators. So technical indicators and chart patterns both are different things. Like moving average is a technical indicator, and Knoxville is also a technical indicator. However, this reverse head and shoulder pattern and cup with handle pattern, T20, all these are the chart pattern based technical, means trading strategies. So today we are going to learn 3. First of all, we will start with the reverse head and shoulder pattern. That is the most common one. I do usually use in all of my videos most of the time. However, here we will learn in step-by-step manner that what we need to do and what we don't need to do, what we need to skip, and on which company we need to apply it, how much percentage of the total portfolio we should invest in one stock again based on this strategy. Right. So, because in a lot of technical analysis book, this strategy has been taught in a I would say in a wrong manner. We need to filter out a lot more things before applying this reverse head and shoulder pattern on any of the stock. See, one thing we need to remember, any technical strategy will not work if the company is not a good company. Right, we need to remember this. So we need to stay away from any company that is not a good company in terms of the business and in terms of the financial stability. Right. So how to identify a business? I have already taught you that the density means the penetration of the product should not be at the peak. Means the per capita usage of that product should be at the lower end. As we had searched on Google that how many cars we do have per 1,000 people, and how much percentage we are spending on medical expenses, how many people are having a home now and how many are going to have going forward. So this is a very general sense, and we can search on Google that whether this business is going to prosper going forward or not, whether we are going to have a good demand going forward, right? And as far as financial stability is concerned, we will be learning this tomorrow. Tomorrow, the complete session will be on financials, that what we need to have a look at while doing financial analysis and what we need to skip, right? So tomorrow, the complete session will be on financial analysis, which is called the fundamental analysis. So people do call this fundamental analysis. However, fundamental analysis means the business analysis, and balance sheet analysis means the financial analysis. But means almost everyone is skipping this business analysis, which is much more important. Right? We need to understand this. So today, as I told you, we should use any of the strategy only on the good companies. Good companies definition we have already defined, like V40 companies, V40 Next, and V200 companies. We don't need to go outside V40, V40 Next, and V200 companies to trade actually. There is no need. And all of these strategies are not being applied on all the group of companies. As I told you in previous session, T20 strategy is not T20, V20 strategy is applicable on V200 companies, on V200 companies, V40 and V40 Next. However, moving average strategy is applicable on V40 companies only, and Knoxville is also applicable only on V40 companies. Right? We do remember all this, and I hope all of you have gone through the classes once again in last few days. Just to revise the classes is utmost important. We need to revise the classes many times, because we don't need to have a look at the notepad again and again while taking the trades. All these learning should be in our subconscious mind. All this learning should be in our memory, right? So this reverse head and shoulder pattern, we will call it RHS. RHS, reverse head and shoulder pattern. Generally, a lot of people call it head and shoulder pattern, and so head and shoulder pattern usually we do apply only when the stock price is targeted to be going down, when the stock price is supposed to go down. Then we use head and shoulder pattern. However, we will use reverse head and shoulder pattern when we are targeting for the stock to go up. So reverse means the inverse. A lot of people call it inverse head and shoulder pattern as well. So inverse and reverse both are the same thing. So let me show you on the chart that how to do this and how to analyze this. Can you see the screen, please? Yep. So I'll just so this is the clean board now to understand. I'm taking the brush. So this is the left shoulder, right? And this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. So this is called the head and shoulder pattern, and this is the neckline. This is the head and shoulder pattern. This is the head. This one is the head. This is head. This is shoulder, and sorry, I'm sorry. This is shoulder. This is head, and this is shoulder. Right? So this is just like a human, as we can see, and this is the neckline. So this neckline, this horizontal line is the neckline, and this neckline should be connected with the both sides of the head and the inception of the left shoulder. This is the proper head and shoulder pattern. However, we will not be using it. We will be using reverse head and shoulder pattern, like this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. Okay? And this is the neckline. So this is the correct one. This is the, I'm taking the brush, this is the shoulder, this is head, and this is the right shoulder. So in this reverse head and shoulder pattern, there are three connecting points. First connecting point is this one, the starting of the left shoulder. Second connecting point is the end of the right shoulder, end of the first shoulder, means left shoulder, and starting of the head. Third connecting point is end of the head and starting of the right shoulder. So there are three connecting points at the same level. And these three connecting points should be connected at the horizontal line, 180-degree line. Always remember, it should be on the horizontal line. A lot of people teach like it could be in upward trend, it could be in downward trend. That is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. So if we call that this is the left shoulder, and this is the head, and this is the right shoulder, right? And this is the neckline connecting 3 points. However, this neckline is the uptrending line. So this is wrong. This is not the correct one. This is wrong. Why this is wrong? Because here the connecting points are, one connecting point is at this level, second connecting point is another up level, and third connecting point is another up level. It means these three levels are different levels, and here could be different operator, here could be different operator, and here could be different operator. Means the seller, big time seller could be different here, it could be different here, it could be different here, because levels are different levels. However, when these connecting points are at the same level, it means this is the same seller, this is the same seller, and this is the same seller, means operator is same here. Okay. In the same manner, if this is downtrending, means this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. And neckline is downtrending line. Neckline is downtrending line. Connecting 3 points again. There is no difference in connecting points. One connecting point, second connecting point, third connecting point. However, the neckline is a reclining. This is on the downtrend. This is not the correct one, because here the operator could be different, here operator could be different, and here operator could be different. All this is operators gain, means every chart pattern is being built up by operators with the help of their buying and selling, and with the specific intention. I will teach you how. And all these patterns are getting built up only when the price is coming down. So price to come down is necessary to have a specific chart pattern. If the price is not coming down, we will not be able to see any chart pattern, and we won't be able to trade based on the technical chart pattern. So when the price is coming down, this is in our favor. Without technical chart patterns, without price to come down, we cannot use technical analysis. Are you getting my point? So if the price is going down, it's important. This is necessary. This is necessary for everyone. This is necessary for everyone. I don't know why people are very less today. Only 42 participants, whereas last time this was 72. Are they angry? I have just opened your voice. You can unmute, and we can talk for 2 minutes if something is there.
I think they all need more time to digest the sweets.
So I think that they have not a proper schedule of the class.
I
They are
think,
missing the
sir,
date.
once you should send a message in that WhatsApp group.
I think reminder was not sent.
Yeah, reminder was not sent.
No, this was means
Yeah.
it was communicated properly.
Yeah, it was
Reminder
communicated.
was not
Today,
sent.
Communicated, and Aditya was there to reply each and every message. I don't think any of the question was unanswered during this period.
Maybe a pre-planned vacation cannot be.
But last time, sir, a
Postponed.
message was sent in the group that today we have a class.
Reminder
But
is
that
not
time,
But
that message was missing.
40% are not here. 40%.
Yes. I
And
know
this
you
is
deal in percentages, but the thing is actually the same thing. I think there was no proper reminder, and because of this festive season and all, people skipped it, I believe.
or probably
yeah, it could be due to festive season. And anyways, this weekend we were supposed to have the class. This weekend we were supposed to have the class in any ways.
Yes.
Yes, you are right. Right.
You are right. It was planned earlier itself.
Actually, I know what happened. Means I'm guessing it because all of us are getting recording in the next day in the morning. So nobody want to
that
say.
is the primary reason, sir.
Yes, and this is Saturday night. So Saturday night, usually after Diwali, a lot of us could be having liquor and all. Means party time. This is weekend. Might be any. There could be any reason, but I would love to get the feedback if anything happened wrong from my side. I just rescheduled it because of I got a lot of messages from the participants. Otherwise, I can tell you, yesterday it was my birthday, and I went.
Oh, happy birthday, sir!
Thank you.
Belated happy birthday, Vivek.
Thank you, brother. So I went to Rishikesh, means to visit Nilkant Mahadev Mandir, and today itself I came back. So in 2 days, I have driven the car for almost 600 kilometers. I was
Wow.
tired, but I didn't reschedule just because of my own reason. Last week I had rescheduled this because I had
No.
got a lot of requests from students.
Yes. That was a wise move, sir. That was a very wise move because Diwali and all that. it's very important that it's good that you rescheduled it. That's
Exactly.
very good.
Because a lot of people were coming, everybody's home to meet and greet, to wish Diwali. Anyways, no, it's okay. One more participants went off. So now 41, I don't know.
Maybe connectivity issue.
Might be, might be. But if any means this is being recorded, and all of us will be getting this recorded session as well. So if anything happened wrong at my side, and if anybody is angry, then please excuse me. I would say maaf karna bhai, ya behan, whatever.
No fault of yours.
No,
Absolutely,
I don't think.
no fault of
I
yours.
don't think, Vivek, there's something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
So,
continue.
Yeah. So let's continue. We
We
will have a Q&A session.
got on time.
We will open the chat again after completing the session. Means in next 1.5 hours, I will complete 3 strategies, and later on we will discuss. We will have Q&A on that. We will talk then, right? So let's start again. Yes. So I was saying these vertical lines means connecting point should be just horizontal. It should not be on the uptrend like this, and it should not be on the downtrend like this. But in a lot of technical analysis book, it has been taught like it could be uptrend. What means it could be uptrend connecting line, or it could be downtrend connecting line. According to my experience, we do get very mediocre result if we are using uptrend or downtrend connecting line. However, if we are using just horizontal 180-degree line, we are getting better results. Now, second point is we will be using this strategy, reverse head and shoulder pattern, only on V40 and V40 next companies. We will be using reverse head and shoulder pattern only in V40 and V40 next companies. It means we will have 80 companies to use this strategy. Right? We will have 180 companies, 80 companies to use this strategy, and we will invest 3% of the total portfolio in one stock again. There is no stop loss. There is no stop loss. This is an optional that I do recommend if the probable gain is more than 40%, then we should use this strategy. You can make a note of it. It's recommended if the potential gain is 40% plus, then we should use this strategy. So that in a single trade, we could have 40% plus gain. Means the annual target could be achieved in just one trade. It will help us when we are in corporate life and we don't have too much time to trade on daily basis very frequently. It will help us. So if we could get 10 trades based on reverse head and shoulder pattern, having a potential gain of more than 40%, it means 33% of the capital would be invested for just one trade a year. Right? So this is very beneficial for people who are having very less time to study the stocks. But if we have time, we can analyze stocks on weekly basis. Means this is applicable on all the stocks where potential gain is less than 40%. So I will teach you how to get the potential gain, how to measure that. So first of all, we need to identify a stock which is having three connecting points at the same level, and we will not use head and shoulder pattern anytime in the life. We will never be using this particular pattern, that is the head and shoulder pattern, because head and shoulder pattern is suggesting the price to go down. We are not shorting any stock. We are not selling it first. We are not trading in F&O. We are not doing intraday. That's why we have one option to buy and sell later. Sell it later, right? We don't have any option. So we will be using reverse head and shoulder pattern only. No head and shoulder pattern, only reverse head and shoulder pattern. I'm taking an example here, Reliance Industries. So Reliance Industries, there was a head and shoulder pattern here, right? Few things we need to note down, as I had made a pattern like this is the shoulder, this is one more shoulder, this is the head, this is the right shoulder, and this is one more small shoulder. So we need to note down there could be more than one shoulder on either side. There could be more than one shoulder on either side. So this is shoulder 1, this is shoulder 2, this is head, this is right shoulder 1, and this is right shoulder 2. Right? This is the left shoulder 1. This is left shoulder 2. This is head. This is right shoulder 1 and right shoulder 2. There could be more shoulder on either side. It could be like on the left hand side there is one shoulder, and on the right hand side there are two shoulders. It is also possible. It is also possible that on the left hand side there are two shoulders, and on the right hand side there is one shoulder. There could be more than one shoulder on either side. The depth and width of shoulders could vary. It could be different. So all the shoulders could be of different shape. All these shoulders could be of different shape. Right? However, the depth of shoulder could not be deeper than head. The depth of the shoulder should not be deeper than head. Okay. So wherever we are having more than one shoulder on either side, this is called complex head and shoulder pattern, complex reverse head and shoulder pattern. When we have more than one shoulder on either side, this is called complex reverse head and shoulder pattern. Complex reverse head and shoulder pattern has more significance than normal reverse head and shoulder pattern. It means if we are having more shoulders than one, then this is a much better chart pattern in terms of hitting the target. This is more reliable. This is more reliable. right? So to measure the target, we need to measure the depth. Depth means the lowest point of the head till neckline. We need to measure from the lowest level of the head till neckline, and during doing this, we need to make sure that this chart is not a log chart. It should be non-log chart, normal chart. Means on the right hand side, lower bottom, there is an icon, log. If we click this, it will turn blue. If we click it again, it will turn black. So we need to deselect log. It should be normal chart. It should not be a log chart. Please note it down. Okay. It should be a normal chart, not a log chart. And we need to pick this depth, this measurement, and place it on the horizontal connecting line, which is called the neckline. And it will become the target. And this target was achieved very soon. Now, and after hitting this target, the same price did not come even after 10 months. It started coming down. Now, where is the buying point? We need to see a few connecting points, means connecting points of shoulders and the end of the head and the beginning of the right shoulder. So right shoulder, we will see a base formation and the breakout from this base formation. So what do we mean by base formation? There are 3 steps in shoulder. One step is the price is coming down. Second step is price is trading in a range. And third is price has started moving up. This is like the wheel of the car. This is like the wheel of the car. The wheel started coming down. It stopped going down and it was flat, and then it took a U-turn. So it's like a U, right? First, it was going down. It was trading in a range and it started moving up. So we need to see where it stopped going down. And it made a range. And from this range, it should start moving up. So the moment it start moving up, we will be buying. So to identifying a range is very easy. For example, I'm removing all the drawings and placing only horizontal line, the connecting line, right? So we have identified here few things like the starting point of shoulder, end point of shoulder, then head, then right shoulder, and this is a deeper one, and this point. So up to this point, we have come to know that this is a shape of reverse head and shoulder pattern. Means left shoulders and a big head, and it is going down. However, we will be buying only when there is a right shoulder information, base formation, and breakout with green candle on closing basis. Please note it down. The buying point is at the breakout with green candle. The buying point is at the breakout with green candle on closing basis. There are 3 steps: breakout with green candle on closing basis from the base formation of the right shoulder. So steps हैं, there are steps. Step number 1, breakout. Please note it down, breakout plus green candle. Just note it down, breakout plus green candle plus closing basis. Breakout plus green candle plus closing basis. from base formation. Plus on the right shoulder. So there are 5 things to have a look at. Number 1, right shoulder, then base formation, then breakout, then green candle, then closing basis. 5 points. Right? There are 5 points. And in case we have more than one shoulder, we will be doing this exercise on the first shoulder itself because we don't know if second shoulder will be made or not. Right? So we will be doing it at the first shoulder itself because we don't know whether second shoulder will be made or not. So first step is to identify 3-4 connecting points up to end of the head. Right? And these connecting points should be just horizontal 180 degree, just flat. So beginning of the shoulders, end of the shoulders, end of the shoulders means the beginning of the head, and end of the head. End of the head means the beginning of the right shoulder. Right? And after beginning of the right shoulder, it should start coming down. It should start coming down to building up the right shoulder. And right shoulder will be confirmed only if it is being consolidated in a range to make a base. When it is starting to consolidate in a range to make a base and a breakout on closing basis with green candle. So that time it will be confirmed that this right shoulder is going to be there. If there is no breakout, if there is no base formation, then there are chances that this will not become a reverse head and shoulder pattern. A reverse head and shoulder pattern will be confirmed only if right shoulder is confirmed. And right shoulder will be confirmed only when there is a consolidation and there is a breakout with green candle on closing basis. A lot of people teach us that we should buy only when it is breaking out above the neckline. Right? A lot of people are teaching us to buy only when it is giving a breakout here above the neckline. But I am saying when we are trading in V40 and V40 next companies, we don't need to wait up to the breakout above the neckline. We can buy when there is a base formation and there is a breakout with green candle here itself. Right? So to make a base, it's a very artistic approach that there should be a base. This is a base. We can see all these candles are trading in a range. And this candle is above the range with green candle on closing basis. So this is the buying point. Right? This is the buying point. We will be buying either at the end of the day if we are available or next day in the morning. So buying can be done either on the same day if we are having a look at the chart at 315 or 320 or 325, but better is to buy next day in the morning. Because almost all of us are working somewhere, either in corporate or we are homemaker or we are having a own business. So we might not be finding time to analyze these stocks during the market hours. So after coming home, if we analyzed, so next day in the morning, we can buy. So for example, if we had bought it here, then technical target, let's measure it once again from the bottom of the head till the neckline. And we are plotting it above the neckline. Right? Our technical target is 23.29. So from this buying point, if we are buying just after the right shoulder, first right shoulder, our potential gain is 58%. However, if we are buying it above the neckline, our potential gain is 40%. So there is a big difference between 58% and 40%. Are you getting my point? And because there is no stop loss, if after giving a breakout, price starts coming down, then someone who is buying above the neckline will be in big loss. Of course, that is a temporary loss because these are great companies. However, the drawdown will be much more larger. But if we are buying just after the breakout from the right shoulder base, then our drawdown will be much lesser than those are buying above the neckline. And the confirmation is here. Once a stock make a base on the right shoulder and give a breakout on closing basis with a green candle, this is almost sure that price is going to hit the target. But of course, we need to understand that this is not fixed deposit. We cannot say that maturity date is after 1 year or after 6 months or after 5 years or 2 years or 3 years. This is stock market. Always remember, two things are not in our control. One, the volatility, and second, the holding period. These two things are not in our control. Sometimes the stock price will keep on trading in the same range for 6 months, and in next 4 months or 5 months, the target will be achieved. There's a probability like that. And during these first 6 months, when the stock price is not doing anything, all other stocks might be going up. And we could be getting frustrated. Vivek bhai, my money is stuck in that stock. It is not doing anything, whereas all other stocks are going up. So again, we need to note down one more thing. Please note it down. Operators don't have too much money that they can trade all the stocks at the same time. Operators don't have too much money that they can operate all the stocks at the same time. They cannot. They have limited money. Though they have a big money, but still that is a limited money. All the stocks cannot be operated at the same time. So what they usually do, they start making their position. They keep on accumulating stocks below a certain level. And after they achieve their target, means target of accumulating a certain number of stocks, they start taking it on the higher side. Until that time they don't accumulate the number of stocks they wanted, they will not take the stock price higher. They will wait. And this waiting period depends on the people, on the public, those are holding those stocks. When the patience of these retail public will be broken. Okay. When the fear will be there in their mind, when the greed will come in their mind, okay, this stock is a bad stock, all other stocks are going up, okay, I will sell this. When they will start exiting from the stock because the holding period is too long during this accumulation, these operators could be accumulating these stocks within 3 months, it could take 6 months, it could take sometimes 2 years as well. And that's why the width of the reverse head and shoulder pattern is varying all the time. In few cases, the width is only 3 months, few cases this is 10 months, in few cases this is 1 year, 2 years as well. For example, last year I had made a video on Mirza International. The holding means the width of the reverse head and shoulder pattern was more than a year. So it depends. Like if we open the chart, Mirza International, just have a look at it, the holding period. So what are the connecting points? One connecting point, second connecting point, third connecting point, and fourth connecting point, and fifth connecting point. Can you see this? So how is this? This is the left one shoulder. This is the left second shoulder. And this big is the head. And this is the right first shoulder. And this is the right second shoulder. So holding period means this accumulation time is from 27th June 19 till 3rd November 2021. It's more than 2 years. Right, you got it. It could be different. It depends on the people, those are holding it, and operator wants to buy from them. It depends on that. But once the target of these operators to accumulate a certain number of shares will be achieved, they will start taking it higher. Otherwise, they will wait. The people, those will be waiting for the right time in stock market will be making money. Whether this is to buy the stock or this is the holding period to sell the stock. People, those will be waiting for the right time based on the technical analysis, means the buying point and selling point. Those will have patience to wait until then, will be making money. These operators are so patient that they can hold a stock for 3-4 years without making any money. And later on, they will start taking it higher. In next 2 years, all targets will be achieved. So it's like a state-run roadways buses. If a bus is late, then the driver will try to speed up to reach on the time. Right? It's like that. Now, I'm taking the same example of Reliance Industries once again. So this target was achieved. Now, in this particular case, the making of this reverse head and shoulder pattern period was only 6 months. Only 6 months. So it will always be varying. Always. While having this neckline, the horizontal line, we can ignore these wicks going up or red candle crossing the red candles. However, the body of a green candle should not be crossed. Like this. Are you getting my point? Because we are having a horizontal line. So there could be some cases that all connecting points are not exactly at the same level. Means 345, 345, 345, 345. Because this is not a drawing with a geometry box. This is the real trading. There could be first connecting point is 345, second connecting point could be 347, third connecting point could be 355. However, the body of a green candle should not be crossed while drawing this connecting line. Please note it down. The body of a green candle should not be crossed. While drawing the neckline, the horizontal line, body of the green candle should not be crossed. We will see some example to understand this. The body of the green candle should not be crossed. However, while drawing this neckline, the horizontal line, the wick of the candle could be crossed and the body of red candle could be crossed. There could be a question in our mind that Vivek bhai, most of the reverse head and shoulder pattern were made during COVID time. That this reverse head and shoulder pattern was created because of the COVID impact. We don't need to analyze the reason of this fall when there is a reverse head and shoulder pattern in these V40 and V40 Next companies. Of course, every time, whenever the price is coming down, there could be a reason. all these companies' fall will be supported or justified by a reason. So operators will make a use of these reasons to bring the prices down. And when the reverse head and shoulder pattern was created during COVID time, it's not like that after that, none of the reverse head and shoulder pattern has been created. There are reverse head and shoulder pattern, those are being created now as well. And now the reason could be given that this is because of the Russia-Ukraine war. That's okay. Any of the reason could be there. We don't care. Of course, we need the reason to bring the prices down, to make the head a deeper one. There is no reason, there is no fall. We need the reasons. But we don't need to justify the reason, whether this is a valid reason or not. Whether this means the fall with this reason will work or not. We don't need to justify. We don't need to analyze. Right? If there is a reason, that is valid. If there is no reason, the price could be coming down without any reason as well, because of the overall fall in the market, or without any reason. We don't need to find out a reason of the fall when stock price is making reverse head and shoulder pattern, whether this is the shoulder, whether this is the head or the right shoulder. We don't need to find the reason. If there is a reason, good. If there is no reason, then also good. It doesn't make any difference. We need to understand the operator is making this shape. Operator is making this shape, no one else. No one has the capability to stop a price at the same level again and again other than operator. No one has so much of quantity to sell at the same price again and again at the same level. It could be done only by the operators. And there is a specific motive behind this. A specific motive behind this. Right? I will tell you the motive. So the target was achieved within a short period of time. The target was achieved within a short period of time in 105 days, 58%. And the same chart, when this Reliance Industries was making reverse head and shoulder pattern and it had not achieved the target, I had posted this chart on Twitter as well in the month of June 2020. So it's not like that now today I have found a chart pattern where reverse head and shoulder pattern was there and it had achieved the target. I picked up that particular chart pattern and I'm showing it to you. No, it's not like that. On the real-time basis, if you will go on my Twitter timeline, you will find in the month of June 2020, I had posted the same chart. Right? So this is on real-time basis. For example, one more chart pattern, Havells. There is a reverse head and shoulder pattern. So this is the example. This is the example, like this is connecting point 1, this is connecting point 2, and this is connecting point 3. Here, this wick is crossed, we ignored. While drawing this neckline, we ignored this wick. We ignored this red candle. We need to adjust a little bit, right? But we cannot ignore a green candle. The body of a green candle, we cannot ignore. You're getting this point? Now, here we are taking the measurement from the lower level of the head till the neckline, and we will be plotting it on the upside. So the target is 684. And the target was achieved very soon. However, wherever the technical target is lower than lifetime high, in case of reverse head and shoulder pattern, If the technical target is lower than lifetime high, in that case, our target will be lifetime high itself, not the technical target. Please note it down. When the technical target is lower than lifetime high, in that case, we will sell at the lifetime high itself, not at the technical target. However, if the technical target is higher than the lifetime high, then we will sell at the technical target. So there are 2 points. One is the technical target and second is the lifetime high. We will sell at the higher of these two. Higher level of either of these two. Means if the lifetime high is higher than the technical target, we will sell at the higher point, that is the lifetime high. However, if the technical target is higher than the lifetime high, we will sell at the technical target, that is the higher one. Why that is so? Because when operator is making reverse head and shoulder pattern, then he need to accumulate a lot of shares. And he will be accumulating a huge quantity only when he is bullish, at least up to lifetime high, at least up to lifetime high. Otherwise, he will not buy such a big quantity. And that's why reverse head and shoulder pattern is the most reliable chart pattern in the world and ever working. Every time it is working if the company is good. I am repeating once again. Please note it down in the same word with the same word as a definition. If the technical target is lower than, if the technical target is lower than lifetime high, if the technical target is lower than lifetime high, then we will sell at lifetime high. When you will write it down exactly in the with the same words and you will read it again, you will understand. If the technical target is lower than the lifetime high, then we will sell at the lifetime high. This is the first one. And second, if the technical target is higher than the lifetime high, please note it down also. Not for you, but for your kids. None of us is required to send our kids to any corporate to become an employee forever. We will be talking about it in the last session. We will be talking about it. So second point I was telling, if the technical target is higher than lifetime high, then we will sell at technical target. Right? So in this case, when we were analyzing the chart of Havells, the technical target was 684. However, the lifetime high was 805. Then we will not sell at the technical target. We will sell at the lifetime high. So in this case, if we see, this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. And in this right shoulder, this is the base formation. During making the base formation, we can ignore the wicks, the sticks, the intraday movement. You can note it down also, please. While making a box of base formation, we can ignore the wick, W-I-C-K, wick, or we can call it sticks as well, the sticks of the candles. The intraday movement, we can ignore. right? So in this particular case, there was the breakout with green candle right here, and the technical target was almost 21%. However, the lifetime high target was 42%, and we achieved this target. In 138 days. I had shared the same chart as well just after a few days when I had shared the Reliance Industries chart. I had shared the same chart as well in the same manner. And I had traded in both the stocks and I had made money. And everybody had questioned, Vivek bhai, COVID is not over. How can you be so bullish? I can be so bullish because operator is bullish. I'm trading with the operator. I have no other sense. I have no other idea. I cannot talk to the management. And management has no control over the price action. These are the operators only. These are the operators only. So, for example, in the past as well, there was this chart pattern, right? This was cup with handle pattern. We will talk it later. Reverse head and shoulder pattern, if we can find one. No. Let's see if we could see one here. Exactly. So this is the one. This is the left shoulder. This is the head. This is one small shoulder. There is one more shoulder and there is one more shoulder. So on the left hand side, there is only one shoulder. There is a head. There is shoulder 1, a smaller one. There is shoulder 2 and there is shoulder 3. We will be buying at the base breakout from the first shoulder itself. There is the base and there is a breakout with this green candle. With practice, you will be able to doing this. We will measure the target, the lowest level of the head till the neckline. We will plot it above the neckline, and here's the target. While having a look at this technical target, we will always see the highest level as well. So the higher of technical target or the lifetime high, we will be selling at the higher of either of these two, the technical target or the lifetime high. In this case, the technical target is higher than the lifetime high, so we will sell at technical target. So this 24.82% was made, not 24.82%, a little bit lesser, 22.4% in 210 days, means 7 months. And there was no COVID at the time. So there could be any reason. There could be any reason. So how these technical chart patterns like reverse head and shoulder patterns are being building up. Usse means before that we will see 2 more chart patterns as well, like Godrej consumer. There was a proper reverse head and shoulder pattern. This was the left shoulder, this was the head, and this was the right shoulder. It gave a breakout but came down again, right? So where we would have bought it, this is the base formation, and there is a green candle with on closing basis outside the range, this one here. So this is the buying level. This is the buying price. What is the technical target? Technical target is from the lowest level of the head till the neckline, and we will be plotting this above the neckline. So the technical target is 1095, and because the lifetime high is lower than that, this is 975. So we will be taking the lifetime high, not the lifetime high, the technical target. You got it? So in this case, when we had bought at this level, the stock price was trading at the same level even after 172 days, almost 6 months. Can we see this? Even after 6 months, the stock price was trading at the same level. And I had made a video on this. And everybody was criticizing Vivek Bhai at this time when all the stocks are going up. You recommended this stock on YouTube and it is not doing anything. Our money is stuck. First point, I am not recommending any stock. I am teaching. On YouTube, I am teaching. I am not recommending anything. I am not saying that you should buy it at this price. I am not saying. Second point, I have told many times that we should not invest more than 5% in one stock. Almost in 100 videos, I have told this thing on YouTube, that we should not invest more than 5% in one stock. And after buying a stock, the stock can be in the same range for a long period of time. And even it could go down first before taking the up move. So here also, while I'm teaching you in a closed room as a personal students, I'm reminding once again, there are 4 things, those are in our control. Number 1, to find a good business that has a growth prospect in future. Second, to find a leading company in that business that is having a good financial, right? And third, on the basis of technical analysis, to find a buying price. And fourth, on the basis of technical analysis itself, to find the selling price. These 4 things are in our control. But 2 things are not in our control, means the volatility, up movement and downside movement after buying, and the holding period. These 2 things are not in our control. And none of the successful trader ever tried to control these 2 things. None of the successful trader ever tried, because he himself knows about it, that these 2 things cannot be controlled. Right? So here in this chart itself, when 6 months had happened, everybody was saying, Vivek Bhai, this stock has not done anything in 6 months. How can we expect that it will be doing something dramatic in coming months? But it did. So first 6 months, it didn't do anything, but in another just 3.5 months, it went up by 53%. So total time period it took was 284 days. First 180 days, it did nothing. And in another 100 days, it achieved 53% target. So it will almost always happen like this. This is stock market. Operators will not be going with our advice. We need to wait with the operators. Right? We need to wait with the operators. Operator himself is also waiting. Right? He himself is also waiting. So when the driver is waiting and driver is also in hurry to reach at the destination, the passenger should be patient. Are you getting my point? In the same way, so if we go to the YouTube, we can find Godrej Consumer and Vivek Singhal. This search is easy actually. Where is Godrej Consumer? Yeah. So this video was made almost when the price was 686 and technical target was just like this. Even there was no breakout. Can you see this? This is November 15th, 2020. And on November 15th, 2020, this was the price. There was no breakout. But my experience was saying when this right shoulder is having such a long base, such a long tight consolidation, it will break out on the upside only. You're getting my point? And we need to be patient. And I made 58% in that stock. But a lot of us, after waiting for 5 months, just exited at the same price. And in another 4 months, it gave 53%. So we need to be patient. I'm emphasizing on this thing just because we are humans. We could be losing the patience. But this stock market is a business of having patience after doing 4 things. Finding a right business, selecting the right company, selecting the buy price, and having the target. We need to be patient after doing 4 exercise ourselves. We need to be patient, right? And that's why, because we don't know which stock will be moving faster and which stock will be moving slower, that's why we don't need to invest more than 3% in one stock. That's why, right? One another example like this is Oracle Financial Services, OFSS. There was the same chart pattern, just like this. There was the same chart pattern. This is the left shoulder. This is the right shoulder. Means second left shoulder. This is the head. This is one shoulder. This is another shoulder. And this is another shoulder. There's a breakout then. However, we will be buying at the breakout with green candle on closing basis from the first shoulder itself. So this is the range. So this is a breakout from this range on closing basis. However, these are red candles. We will be waiting for the green candle, and green candle is here. So you got the importance of having a green candle. There should be a breakout on closing basis, but with the green candle, because red candles are weak candles. And intraday movement, breakout with intraday movement means with the sticks is not a strong breakout. We need to see the stock price to close above the range with the green candle, right? So in this case, we need to measure the technical target. Technical target from the lowest level of the bottom till the neckline, and we need to plot it above the neckline. And the technical target is 4,937. Simultaneously, we need to see the lifetime high price as well. And the higher of these two will be the technical target, actual target, where we will be selling. So in this case, when technical target is higher than the lifetime high, we will sell at the technical target itself. Means the here. Right? Now, this stock also did the same thing. So from the buying level, how much is the potential gain? This is 60.69%. But after buying, this stock was trading at the same level even after 7 months, 214 days. Right? 214 days, the stock price was moving in the same range, and everybody was behind me because I had uploaded this video as well based on the same technical chart pattern, analyzing the same thing exactly in the same manner. But on YouTube, I cannot catch the caller and say, you need to sell only at the target. It's your wish, because I cannot recommend. I can only teach that these technical chart patterns will always hit the target if the company is a good company, if the business is a good business. Right? So it did nothing for 7 months, but just after 7 months, it hit the target in another less than 6 months. So total holding period was, it was not a long time to make 60% gain. It was just 13 months. Less than 13 months, 1 year, 25 days, 60% gain. And this stock did nothing in first 215 days, 7 months. And in the same manner, I had uploaded this video as well. OFSS, Vivek Singhal. 1 year back.
If you are looking to start an online business, then
In the same manner, see, this was the same technical chart pattern. There was no difference. So we need to be patient. And these are the live examples. Means I'm not someone who would be picking up few good stocks and after doing the back testing, I'll be showing it to you. No, it's not like that. I'm posting these charts in public domain on real-time basis. And I'm taking trades myself also. And I'm waiting for 7 months myself also. As for example, I am waiting in PNB for last 1.5 years almost now. My average price is 37 rupees. And I am holding it for last 18 months. I am buying more and more and more. And I am waiting for my price, that is the book value, 90 rupees. So even if my 37 rupees will become 90 rupees and it will take 2 years, I'll be making huge money. But first 1.5 years has done nothing. But there is no guarantee that in next 6 months everything will happen. So sometimes it may take more time and sometimes the target may be hitting in a less time. On an average, reverse head and shoulder pattern is taking 1 year time. Sometimes 6 months, sometimes 1.5 years. Right? And there are a lot of stocks, those are making reverse head and shoulder pattern now as well. For example, like Axis Bank, this is a proper, beautiful reverse head and shoulder pattern. This is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. And see what happened. There is a base, a small base, and there is a breakout. And I'm in gain. Right? The technical target is 1009 and lifetime high is not at that level. So our target will be lifetime high itself. And how much is the potential gain from the buying level? This is 35%. Right? And I had made this video as well recently. Axis Bank versus Kotak Bank 4 months back. Axis Bank Hero 10 months back. Just wait. So this was trading at 657 then, and now it is trading at 903. It's almost going to be 1 year. These are 11 months, and in 11 months from 657, what was the level of 657? November last year, 30th November. This was the exact bottom of that time. Now we are making 38%. Now, a lot of people could be saying, Vivek bhai, this stock has done nothing. This stock has done nothing from here to here. Technical target time period is, let me measure, from here to here. The same level, 220 days. But after this, I am almost making 40% in another 3.5 months. And in another video, this one, with the technical chart. See why I had made this video and see the technical targets. Can you see this? 660 was the price. 660 was the price on 11th June, this year itself. 11th June. It was almost here. Again, the bottom. Again, the same bottom. So, again, just to repeat, just to make sure that you understand the importance of this thing, we have control only on 4 things. And we don't have control on 2 things, the volatility and the holding period. Sometimes we ourselves would be criticizing ourselves only. That is there something wrong in my understanding what Vivek bhai had taught? There's nothing wrong. This is time period. The holding time could be different for anyone. We need to be patient. We just need to be patient. Are you getting my point? Reverse head and shoulder pattern is such a simple chart pattern and always working, but only in good companies. Because based on the business and based on the financials, we know that finally the stock prices will be hitting lifetime high. When this is a good business and this is a good company in that business, posting highest ever profits or has a consistent track record of posting good numbers, then definitely the stock price will be hitting lifetime high once again. Right? So, how these chart patterns are being built up? Operators are using stop loss in creating these chart patterns. Stop loss is the key. Stop loss is the key. By using that, operators are creating these shapes. Reverse head and shoulder pattern. How? Let's take the first example of Reliance Industries. Here in this case, we all know that we are using stop loss in 2 methods. One, percentage wise, and second, support wise. So few people are placing the stop loss just below the support. If the support is broken, people are using the stop loss to exit from the stock. Or if the stock price is coming down by more than a specific percentage like 4% or 5%, people are exiting from that stock, because usually retailers are not willing to take more than 10% loss in one stock, or 8% loss in one stock, or 5% loss in one stock. Right? And this is what is taught in the market, that we should always apply stop loss. By the way, who are teaching us? Who are giving us a stop loss? In 99% cases, advisory firms are giving us trading calls. In 99% cases, like Axis Bank issued this report, Kotak Securities issued this report, ICICI Securities issued this report, HDFC Securities issued this report, like these advisory calls, the stock analysis reports, Motilal Oswal, Sher Khan, and a lot more IIFL like. And every time they are giving 3 points: the buying point, the target, and the stop loss. So if they have analyzed a stock and it is supposed to go up, then why should I sell if the stock price is down by 5% or 6% or 10%? This is much more cheaper now. If a stock price is trading at 100 rupees and the stock price came down to 90 rupees, has the business started doing something bad just because the stock price has come down? No. These are the same quarterly results. And there's no quarterly results in between. So why the company is a bad company just because the stock price has come down? And why should I exit with a 8% loss? Even I should buy more if the company is good. And if the company is dicey, if the company is not good, if the company is bad, why you are giving a recommendation to buy that stock? Just because there is a technical chart pattern? No, that should not be the only criteria. Are you getting my point? So why people are using stop loss? Because they are not sure about the business. Because they are not sure about the company. They are playing only technically. And that is the wrong approach. Anyone who has used just technicals in stock trading has never made billions. Forget billions, has never made millions. And if someone has made millions, they have not been able to retain that. Right? There is a guy, Mark Minervini. A lot of us might have heard about him. Mark Minervini. He's a technical analyst, technical trader, equity trader itself, and he's a world champion many times. He's a world champion many times. There's a competition in US where world champion are being selected. Means there is a competition and people are winning in that. Who has made most percentage gain within 365 days? So Mark Minervini has made most money than anyone else within a specific period of time, and he has won world championship many times. I'm showing it to you. Mark Minervini. He's the guy and he has written many books. I have read all these books. Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard, Trade and Think Like a Champion, Momentum Masters, and Mindset for Winning. Right? And he is a world champion. He takes a lot of seminars. You will read a lot about him, right? Now, if we go back and we see the net worth of this guy, how much is that? Mark Minervini estimated net worth is $30 million. That's it. And this is August 2022, the latest number. As of March 2022, his net worth has been estimated at more than $30 million. Between 25 to $30 million. $30 million is 240 crore rupees. And he is considered one of the best traders in the world with just 240 crore rupees. And he has read more than 2,000 books on stock market. And his name was published in Market Wizard, the book authored by Jack D. Swagger. Right? So why he is unable to retain that money? He has made a lot of money, but why he has been unable to retain that money? Just because of simple thing, he is using a stop loss. So when the market is in a bull run, he is making money. But when market is in a downside or market is in a consolidation mode, he is losing all the money. So what we need to do, if the market is in the upside, we need to make money. But when the market is in a downside or market is in the same range, we just need to protect that money. That's it. We cannot make money every month. We can if we are a full-time trader. We can if we are a full-time trader. But when we are not a full-time trader, we cannot make money every month. Sometimes there will be a year time when we won't be able to make any money. There could be time. But next year itself, we will make double of the money. So the average CAGR will be more than 30, 35%, even 40%, even more than 40%. In my offline course that I had in the month of October last month in Gurgaon, there are only 30 participants in that offline course, and that is only for the people those have taken online classes and those are willing to become full-time trader. That course is only for those people. So there was one student who had taken a class in my batch 3, means almost 2 years back now. He had converted his 5.5 lakh rupees into 21 lakh rupees in just 2 years. He had just traded only on Knoxville. That's it. If there was no indicator based on Knoxville, he was not trading. He was keeping his money with him in cash. And when there was a signal, he was just using that. Just one strategy. Why I'm telling you this? The simple reason. I am teaching you almost 8 strategies. I'll be teaching you almost 8 strategies, 7 or 8. But we don't need to use all these strategies together. We just need to find 1 or 2 we are most comfortable with. Right? It depends that with which strategy we are most comfortable with. If we are comfortable only in the large cap, then we need to trade with the strategies which is applicable only on V40 companies. Right? We don't need to go outside V40. But if we are okay to trade in all the group of companies, then we need to trade on the basis of V20. Because V20 is applicable on V40, V40 next, and V200. So it depends. We will be talking about it in the last session, that how to move forward now after teaching every strategy. After learning everything. Not after teaching, after learning every strategy. Right. So when we are talking about this stop loss, so usually when the stock price is trading in this range, when the stock price moved up to this level and it started coming back from this price. Let me just do one thing, remove all the drawing and teach you now. So the last resistance was this, and when the time is here, so the support is this. So this is the resistance, right? And this is the support. And when the stock price hit the same resistance, what people will be thinking? That it might not be giving a breakout above this resistance. And if someone has bought it here and the price started coming down, and this is below the buying price, what everybody will be doing? They will be placing the stop loss at the last support. Usually. And what operator did? Operator just pushed the price lower than this level, lower than this support. People sold off their stocks because there was a stop loss at this level, and operator was buying only below this level. And operator did means they just bring the prices up again in the same range, but hitting the same resistance. Again, people were thinking about, oh no, this is the third time this resistance there was no breakout from this resistance. Again, now the support is this. People will be putting the stop loss below this support, means below this area. Every time, whenever there will be a breakdown below the support, below the stop loss, the chart pattern will be made. Here, operator started buying again and retail public was selling. Then there was a stop loss here. Operator played again, pushed the prices lower to buy it at the lower level. Again, the price came up, but it was hitting the same resistance. So why it was hitting the same resistance and why the prices was coming down? Because operator could not buy a certain number of shares he wanted to buy. That's why at the same level he was selling his own shares, few shares, to bring the prices down. So that people can think that this is a strong resistance. And general public could start selling. And he was just bringing the price below the support so that people could sell after hitting his stop loss. So the moment when retailers are hitting the stop loss and they are selling, operators are buying. Operators are buying. Whenever a support is broken, general public do sell and operators do buy. Always. This fall is in our favor. This fall is required in the market to make a technical setup, to make a technical chart pattern. This breakdown below the support is an indication that operators are existing there. Operators are buying there. Operators do never buy at a higher level. Operators always buy where there is a hitting of a stop loss by the retail public. Always, they are the smart people. Operators are the people having the deepest pocket, having the largest money, having the best nexus of bureaucrats, diplomats, ministers. They have a lobby. They have a intelligent people. I'm saying intelligent people, IIT pass out, IIM pass out, working for them, making algorithms, understanding the retailers' way of working, right? They have influence. They can publish any news anytime in any media. They can flash anything so that there is a panic in the market and the support is breaking down and retail public is hitting the stop loss and they are buying. Otherwise, what is the reason that Colgate Palmolive stock price is coming down below a certain support? What is the reason? Means who will stop using Colgate? What will be the reason that Colgate will be posting less net profit? There is no reason. There is no reason. This is the only product that is being used by everyone. And the number of people will be using it more. How, Vivek bhai, when everybody is using it now itself? Why people will be using more? We need to become a common man to understand this. For example, how many people in rural area, those are above 70 years old, having all the teeth? Very less people. And they don't have money to have artificial teeth. They don't have money. And with having fewer teeth, can they buy toothbrush of Colgate? Can they use toothpaste? No, they are not doing anything. They are not doing anything. But when these old people will be going from this earth, when they will be completing their age, of course, when in India, if 1 crore people are dying, 1 crore people are taking birth as well. And all the kids will be having teeth. And all these old people, means the grandpas and grandmothers, they were not having teeth. So 1 crore people, those who are not using Colgate, are going, having no impact on Colgate, and 1 crore new people are coming, those will be using Colgate. So when everybody is thinking that Colgate is being used by everyone and the usage will not be increased, this is wrong. Usage will be increased. We need to become a common man. And to understand this, do we need to have a certificate from IIT or IIM? Or do I need to pass out from London Business School or from NCR? No. I need to understand business. I need to become a baniya. Right? Not from the caste, from the thinking. We need to see the opportunity. And this is so simple. Right? The toothbrush we are using is costing only 20 rupees, 25 rupees or 30 rupees. Right? Having the same manufacturing cost. But the same toothbrush which is being sold for kids is costing 99 rupees or 199 rupees, where the manufacturing cost is same. But the design is different and we are buying. Right? And with the more purchasing power, because we are getting richer every year with the growth rate, with the GDP growth, more people are buying 200 rupees toothbrush for their kids. So we need to understand why Colgate is growing and why Colgate will keep on growing. It's so simple. We don't need to go outside V40 companies to make money. Again, I'm saying, we just need to keep on trading in V40 companies and we will be so secure, we will be feeling so secure that our money is invested in such a great company that Indians' life is miserable without these products. Right? We just need to be patient. That's it. We need to understand the business. That's it. So question comes, Vivek bhai, why you are applying these reverse head and shoulder pattern in a lot of stocks? Those are not the part of V40 or V40 Next. Right? So my answer is, the right to do stunt is mine. It's not yours. Right? With practice, you will also be able to do stunts, but not now. And one more thing, I am on a public platform now. I need to analyze a lot of stocks because a lot of people might be having these stocks. And while applying this reverse head and shoulder pattern, I am making sure that the company is a good company from that point of view. Even though that is not a part of V40, but that is a good company from business point of view and from financial point of view as well. I'm making sure, because my credibility is on stake whenever I'm uploading any video. Right? So, but how, because we are here to make money only in our own account, and our target is to, our wish is to have 100 crore rupees worth of portfolio, then we don't need to trade in a lot of companies. However, I'll be telling you the exact way out in the 6th session, that how to move on, which strategy, which company group, and how many strategies, how many groups. We will be learning that. Right? We'll be taking a very short break. This is 9:38. We'll be meeting at 9:45 and we will learn rest 2 strategies. Right? 9:45. Start करें. Please come. Yes. So the second strategy, that is again, which I have already discussed many a times on YouTube, that is the cup with handle pattern. But we need to apply all these strategies with rules so that we can get good results. Right? Cup with handle pattern. Yes, Vivek bhai.
The last strategy can be average.
I'll be teaching in the third strategy that how to average, because that is another strategy,
Okay.
and we will be averaging in that strategy. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So next one is the cup with handle pattern, and the cup with handle pattern is also applicable on V40 and V40 next. Cup with handle pattern strategy is also applicable on V40 and V40 next. We will be investing 3% of the portfolio in that stock. And no stop loss. Again, this strategy is very similar to reverse head and shoulder pattern with a very few differences. For example, this is a reverse head and shoulder pattern, right? But if there is no left shoulder, then it will become the cup with handle pattern, right? So if this is the cup with handle pattern and we mark left shoulder as well, then it will become reverse head and shoulder pattern. So a reverse head and shoulder pattern without left shoulder is cup with handle pattern. So we can note it down exactly in the same way. Rakesh bhai, you are late a bit. So our next strategy name is cup with handle pattern. I'm repeating once again, cup with handle pattern. We will be using this strategy on V40 and V40 next companies. And 3% of the total portfolio will be invested in one stock based on this. And cup with handle pattern means a reverse head and shoulder pattern without left shoulder. Right? Without left shoulder, it will become cup with handle pattern. So as we had discussed, V40 and V40 next, we will be applying this on V40 and V40 next, and reverse head and shoulder pattern also on V40 and V40 next. Right? So far, this is the fifth strategy. First one was moving average. That was only on V40. Knoxville, only on V40. And then V20, that was on V40, V40 next, and V200. Reverse head and shoulder pattern, V40 and V40 next. And cup with handle, V40 and V40 next. Okay, no stop loss. And one difference is, as in case of reverse head and shoulder pattern, while marking the technical target, we were raising this target up to the lifetime high if the lifetime high is higher than the technical target. However, in case of cup with handle pattern, the technical target is the selling target. we will not be raising the technical target up to lifetime high. We will not raise. We will keep the technical target as the final selling target. This is clear? As we had discussed that the shape of shoulders could not be in the same proportion as the head, or the shape of two shoulders, right and left one, could be different with the difference in width and depth. And there could be more shoulders on either side. In the same manner, there is no proportion, or there is no symmetry in cup and handle. The shape of the cup could be U, it could be V, it could be tub pattern, right? It could be any shape, right? And in the same manner, there could be more than one handle. Please note it down. There could be more than one handle. And if there are more handle than one, then we will call it complex cup with handle pattern. And complex cup with handle patterns are more reliable than normal cup with handle pattern, always. Because operator is taking more time. Operator is bringing the prices once again to buy few more quantities. That's why. So one more handle means operator wants to buy more. And when operator is buying more, this is what we want. Someone who can take the prices higher is buying more. Yes, of course. The handle should have less depth than the cup. Cup is like the head. It should be much more deeper. Right? So the cup should be bigger than the handle. This is the cup and this could be handle. However, it could not be like that this is the cup and this is the handle. No, this is not the handle. Handle can never be bigger than the cup. The handle can never be bigger than the cup. So sometimes there could be shape like this, means this one and this one. So this is the connecting line. However, neither this is reverse head and shoulder pattern, nor this is cup with handle pattern. Right? Why? The simple reason, this is not a valid cup with handle pattern because the handle cannot be bigger than the cup. And this is not a reverse head and shoulder pattern because to make a right shoulder, it should have come down from here itself without giving a breakout to make a right shoulder. And this right shoulder should be lower than the head. Got it? So sometimes there could be pattern where there is no handle or there is no right shoulder. So those are not the right chart pattern to trade. We will have to trade only when there is a right handle or there is a right shoulder. Okay. So here the buying point will be exactly like the buying point in reverse head and shoulder pattern. Here we will find a base formation at the right handle. And right handle means the first handle. There could be more than one handle. So at the first handle itself, we will see the base formation. We will see the breakout. We will see the breakout with green candle. And we will see the breakout from base formation with green candle on closing basis. Right? So for example, Eris Life Science is one of the finest pharma company and not a big company, but not a smaller one as well. So if we see what is the market capitalization of Eris Life Science, this is 10,000 crore almost. And this is meeting all our conditions, and this is the part of V40 Next. Right? So in Eris Life Science, there is a cup with handle pattern like this. So here, if you see, we are ignoring a lot of wicks, but only wicks. No green candle body, only wicks. Here, this is the cup, this is the handle, and this is one more handle, and this is one more handle. A lot of handle. So this is a complex cup with handle pattern. Right? This is clear. This is complex cup with handle pattern. And because at the first handle itself, because we don't know whether one more handle will be made or not, we need to buy at the first handle itself. So if we see where is the base formation, can we call these three candles as the base formation? Yes, we can call. But if we have a doubt whether in such a big shape, these three candles could make a base, we don't need to be in a doubt. We can consider this one as a base formation, a range, trading in a range. So there could be sometimes a doubt between whether these three candles is a proper base or not. Can we take this larger base to consider a breakout from? We should always give the benefit to make ourselves much more sure. There is no need of any type of hurry. We should not be in a hurry to take a trade. Where we are much more confident, we should take a trade only. Okay. So we are considering this larger base as the base, and the breakout with the green candle is here. So our buying point is this, right? Our buying point is this. So now if we see, after buying, the stock was trading almost in the same range for quite a long time, and it was not up. Even after 4 months, it was available at almost the same price. However, we bought it here, and we are measuring the target. The depth of the cup up to neckline, and we are placing this depth above the neckline to have the selling target. And target is almost 800, 799. The target is almost same. Now we must have bought it here. It did nothing for 4 months almost, but it achieved the target, and total target was from the buying level is 70% in exact 365 days. Right? So if someone had bought above the neckline, he must not have made too much of money, so much of money. And from 4th May 21 till the target was achieved, 36% was made in just 3 months. And in the first 9 months, how much money was made from the buying level? Only 27.47% in 9 months. So waiting is utmost important. Otherwise, you understand what I mean to say. We will not be making money otherwise. So simple. and we will be getting frustrated. I don't want. That's why I'm emphasizing on this point again and again, because this is the key to success in stock trading. After buying, we need to forget the stock until it achieves the target. And if we think that we have much more opportunities based on the learned strategies, and we are okay to have much more stocks, then this is okay to invest 2% in one stock and have 50 trades. This is okay from my side. If we can work out and we can find more, means we can spend more time on technical analysis and finding right chart patterns and finding right buying opportunities, it's okay to have 2% in one trade and have 50 trades. This is okay, absolutely fine. There is nothing wrong. But we should not invest more than 3% in one stock at a time. All right. So the cup with handle pattern is much more easier. This is almost similar to reverse head and shoulder pattern, but one major difference is there when operator is making this shape. In cup with handle pattern, he is not hitting the stop loss of retailers because there is no breakdown below the support. Right? There is no left handle, there is no left shoulder. And support is being broken only when the price is coming below the left shoulders. Right? You need to watch the videos again. You need to revise the sessions 2-3 times. And if you could revise 5 times, this is good. We need to keep all these information in our subconscious mind. Right now, your active mind means your conscious mind is grasping this information, but again and again, when we will be revising these sessions, this will become the part of our habits. Means it will be stored in our inner memory. We need to do this. For example, I have read The Secret book almost 43-44 times. The Secret, almost 43-44 times. One Up on Wall Street, I have read almost 13 times. The best book on investing ever written. Written by Peter Lynch, One Up on Wall Street. I can show you the image as well of that book. This one. And this is available in Hindi as well as in English. The best book, I'm saying, the best book. Right? So the second strategy is over now. Today's second strategy, cup with handle, is very easy, very simple. There are 2 major differences. One, that the technical target is the actual target. Right? And what is the second difference? There is no second difference. What is the second difference, please? You can unmute and tell me.
So there is no left shoulder.
There's no left shoulder.
Operator cannot hit stop loss.
Exactly. Operator is not hitting the stop loss. That is the second difference. Means we must need to understand the psychology behind the chart pattern. And then only we will have conviction to trade based on that. We must need to understand the psychology. Why these chart patterns are being built up by the operators and how. Because this is not a drawing. Yes, please, Vivek bhai.
Vivek, can you please repeat this operator not hitting the stop loss? I'm not able to understand.
In this way, see, stop loss are being hit when the price is coming down below the last support. So in this cup with handle pattern, last support was this, and the price didn't came down below this. And the next support was this. Price didn't came down below this. The next support was this. Price didn't came down. So operator was not hitting the stop loss of retailers. It was just bringing the price down from this resistance level so that people could be in panic and they can sell off and they can, means operator can buy. But operator understand here, if he would be hitting the stop loss by bringing the price below the support line, might be he will be losing the control sometimes, or he might not be having so much of money that the flood of shares, those will be in the market, he could buy all of them.
Okay.
So there could be any reason. Right. Now the third strategy we are going to learn is one of the best so far. And that will be making the fastest money. And this is V10 strategy.
Vivek,
We have learned V20 in the last sessions. Now this is V10. This is the third strategy today we are going to learn. A very simple.
Vivek, Dhananjay here. Can I ask you one question?
Yes, please.
So the previous chart that we were looking at, right, for the cup with handle pattern, there is life sciences one. So in that, I just wanted to ask you for my understanding, the after the target was hit, I was seeing that there was another cup with handle pattern that was getting formed there. So just wanted to check, is that a correct assumption? Over here, right after the target that was hit.
This one, this is small one.
Correct. And the right shoulder.
Yes, exactly. This was there.
Correct. So this would also be considered as another cup with
this
handle shoulder, right?
This can also be considered, but as I told you that we should try to find out a pattern where the potential gain is almost 40%.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this is not a thumb rule. This is not a thumb rule, but this will give us a cushion to find a trade where operator wants a big target.
Indeed.
Right. We should always avoid, and we can make a rule as well. We can make a rule as well. Please note it down. That if there is a chart pattern on the lifetime high, if there is a chart pattern being built up at the lifetime high, because this was on the lifetime high, the connecting points was on the lifetime high.
Correct.
In the second small cup with handle pattern, the connecting points were on the lifetime high. So if the connecting points are on the lifetime high, in case of reverse head and shoulder pattern and cup with handle pattern, the minimum potential gain should be 40%. So we can make this one thumb rule. Right? So this is another rule we can make here. If the connecting points in case of RHS and CWH is at the lifetime high, then potential gain should be minimum 40%. Right? Now, the V10. We are moving to the V10. V10 strategy is based on cup with handle pattern and reverse head and shoulder pattern. V10 strategy, you can note it down. V10 strategy is based on RHS and CWH. RHS and CWH, this is based on that. So indirectly, V10 is also applicable only on V40 and V40 next. Indirectly, V10 is also applicable on V40 and V40 next, because this is based on RHS and CWH. CWH is the cup with handle. RHS means reverse head and shoulder pattern. Calling CWH is much more easier actually. Cup with handle, reverse head and shoulder pattern is a long sentence. Now, this V10 will be applicable during a specific period only. Please note it down. These are few points. If we will note it down, then we can teach these strategies to our kids in a proper manner. And we need to do that. Those who are the younger ones, don't have kids, they have much more time. No need to worry. You have much more time. You can enjoy your life. So V10 is applicable in a specific period, and that period is from the beginning of buying. Please note it down exactly in the same way, so that when you will read, you will understand. It is applicable from the buying point till the selling point. This is applicable between the buying point and the selling point based on cup with handle and RHS. Right? So for example, if we do take the same example here, and we plot the same neckline and we measure the technical target, right? So where is the buying point? Buying point was above this range, right? And where is the selling point? Selling point is this, right? So V10 will be applicable between this period. Before this, we will not apply V10, and after this, we will not apply this V10. Means before, whether we have bought based on RHS or CWH has nothing to do with this. I'm talking about the applicability, right? There could be a case when we have not bought based on the RHS, but we can still take a trade based on V10. When buying has been signaled by the chart pattern based on cup with handle pattern, so this is applicable in between this period from the buying point based on technical chart pattern on RHS and CWH till the selling point during this period. When a signal has come up based on reverse head and shoulder pattern or cup with handle pattern, V10 is applicable. Till what time this is applicable? Until the target is achieved based on CWH and RHS between this period. Okay? Between this period. So it means first a stock need to qualify in RHS or CWH. Then only we can trade in V10. So there are two tests. There are two conditions. First, the stock need to qualify on RHS or CWH. And then second, it need to qualify based on V10 conditions. And once the target is achieved based on reverse head and shoulder pattern or cup with handle pattern, first condition will not anymore applicable. So V10 will not be applicable. Okay. Now, we will be investing 3% of the total portfolio in V10 again. And we can average also. So based on this, technically there could be 3 trades. Suppose we have taken one trade based on cuff with handle pattern or reverse head and shoulder pattern, and second trade we have taken based on V10, and we have taken one more trade based on V10. So there could be 3 trades in total. 3% plus 3% plus 3%. It means there could be case that we are investing total 9% of the portfolio in one stock, but on different time, different levels. One based on cup with handle pattern, say for example, another trade we took based on V10, and one more trade we took based on V10. So on the basis of V10, we can take 2 trades. I will teach you how. Right. So in this case, once the buying is applicable based on cup with handle pattern, any fall that is more than or equal to 10% from any level, after this applicability, any fall that is more than 10%, say for example, here is the fall of more than 10% from any peak, from any high level. Once the highest level is made, any 10% fall will be giving us a buying opportunity based on V10. So based on this red candle, there was a fall of 10%, more than 10%, but at the 10% itself, we must have taken the trade. So we must have taken this trade based on V10. And where we are selling it, once it is hitting the same upper line from where it has retraced by 10%, this level. So it's a gain of 11% within a short period of time, that is 8 days only. Got it? This is clear. This is easy. So once there is a buying signal based on reverse head and shoulder pattern or cup with handle pattern, after the buying signal, there is a fall of 10% from any level. There is a retracement of 10%. There is a pullback of 10%. So all these are the same words. Retracement, pullback, or fall. 10%. We will be buying for the same level from where it had started coming down. Right? So 10%, 11% is made within 8 days by doing this. Again, now after hitting this target, we have just one trade open. This one. We had taken one trade here and second trade here. So this second trade is over now. The target is achieved. And after achieving this target, it came again by 10%. We bought it again. We bought it again for the same target. And now it started moving up. We can see if this is down by 10% again. We need to understand if this is down by 10% again, and the again 10% should be there should be a gap of at least 5% between the first V10 trade and second V10 trade. Please note it down. The second trade based on V10 should be 5% lower than the first V10 trade. The second V10 trade should be at least 5% lower than the first V10 trade. Of course, there should be some gap. Otherwise, there is no sense to average once again. There should be some gap. Right? So in this case, the another fall 10% and there is a gap of 5%. The first V10 after means this V10 was done. Next V10 we had taken here. There was an up move and again a fall of 10%. So second V10 is here, but second V10 should be lower by at least 5%. And we can see this is lower by 5.28% almost. 5.5%. So second was taken here now. And all these trades will have respective targets. So this third trade was achieved, means the target was achieved here, 25 days, 11% gain. And this upper one, it took some time. But before, so you need to understand one thing. I'm just giving the numbers. So first trade we had taken based on reverse head and cup with handle pattern. Second trade was here based on V10. The target was achieved. And the third trade was taken on V10, which is open. And the fourth trade we have taken based on V10. The target is achieved. And when this target is also achieved, we have two trades open now. The first one and the third one. First one based on cup with handle pattern and third one based on V10. So now on the basis of V10, only one trade is open. It means if one more opportunity comes, we can trade one more. We can take one more trade based on V10. You got it? Based on V10, we can have two trades at a time. Right? So this fourth trade target was achieved here. And immediately after that, we can see from this level, there is a fall of 10%. Right? However, again, just to remind you, the gap between existing open trade based on V10 and the new trade that is coming based on V10, there should be a gap of at least 5%. So this difference is only 3%. We can bring it down up to 5%. Means if the price come down up to here, we can take a trade. You got it? You need to revise the video again and you will become habitual. This is easy. We just need to see the steps. But once we will be, habitual to trade based on this, we will be making most of the money in best of the companies. We will be taking every movement for our benefit. We will be booking profit and we will be taking trades. We will be booking profit and we will be taking trades. In this case, we'll be making more than 11% because the target means the buying price is lower now. So this is the fifth trade we are taking. This is the fifth trade we are taking and the target was achieved from this level up to this level, and this is 13.74% gain in just 2 months. This target is achieved. And once this target is achieved, we have one trade open based on V10, that is the trade number 3, and one trade open based on cup with handle, that is the trade number 1. Now, this third trade, the target is achieved for this third trade as well, and it took a little bit more time, but not that long. It took almost 4.5 months to give us 11% gain. This target is also achieved. Now, we have taken 4 trades based on V10 and all targets are achieved. Right? All targets are achieved. Now, again, we need to see if there is a fall of 10%. This is not 10%, this is 6.5%. I'm removing all these drawings where the targets have been achieved. Okay. And there is a fall of 10% now here. Yes. This is the 6th trade we will be taking. This is the 6th trade we will take here. And because there is a fall of 10%, 10% fall is here. The buying is here. And the target is achieved immediately after that. 39 days, again 11% gain. So this target is also achieved. Again, there is a fall of 10%. We can see. This is the 7th trade we are taking. This is the 7th trade we are taking. And the target is achieved in 49 days. 11% gain in 49 days. Okay. If there is a 10% fall again, let's see. No. And the final target is also achieved. So during this period, we took 6 trades based on V10 and 1 trade based on cup with handle pattern. We will keep on making money if we will keep ourselves within V40 and V40 next. Because when there is a V10, we must have money to invest. And this will be available when we'll be trading only in a small group of companies. We'll be talking about it in the last session. But this V10 is a master stroke. This V10 is keeping us with the largest and best companies and giving us amazing money. The average holding period based on V10 is less than 2 months. Right? The average holding period based on V10 is less than 2 months. And there are a lot of opportunities, If I give you one more example, like Bajaj Finance. In Bajaj Finance, if we see, there's a cup with handle pattern, right? There is a proper cup with handle pattern. And there's a base formation as well. And there's a breakout as well. And let's see if the potential gain is more or less 40% or not from the buying point. So from the buying level, this is here with the green candle breakout. This is almost 34.84%. So we can take a trade. This is almost 40%. Means this is not a 10-15% potential gain. This is 35% technical gain, potential gain. We can take the trade. So first trade we can take, because the price is trading below the buying point now. So one trade can be taken based on cup with handle pattern, this one. This trade can still be taken because the current price is below the first buying price. Now, currently. And second, let's see if there is a V10 as well. If this is down by 10% or not. This was 10% down day before yesterday. Means the second last trading session. 10% down. And what will be the target? Target will be again from where it had started coming down for 10% fall. So currently we can take 2 trades. One based on cup with handle pattern and second based on the V10. So this V10 holding we will have till here only, up to here, right? And the first buying we will have until the final target is achieved based on cup with handle pattern, that is 9981. This is so simple. And there's no risk. We are in Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance. There's no risk. What we need to do? We just need to have a discipline. We just need to have a discipline. We always pray and ask. Means I always wish, hey Ishwar, मुझे मेरी trading स्ट्रेटजीज के ऊपर डिसिप्लिन के साथ ट्रेड करने का सामर्थ्य देना। प्लीज गिव मी पावर, प्लीज गिव मी करेज टू फॉलो माय ओन स्ट्रेटजीज विद डिसिप्लिन। Money will follow, money will come automatically. These are well proven strategies. Again, the time period could be different every time based on the market situations. We don't have any control on the holding period and the volatility. We don't have any control. But as the nature do change from summer to winters and winters to summer, stock market prices also do change from the uptrend to the downtrend and downtrend to the uptrend. The downtrend could be much more longer sometimes, and uptrend also could be much more longer sometimes. But the basic nature of these great companies is to move up only. That's why whenever these stock prices are coming down and we have a disciplined approach, we just need to go and take a trade. We don't need to have a look at the market situations, because whenever the price will come down, it will be in most of the cases coupled with the bad news. So our conscious mind could be telling us, no, this is not the right time. This price is coming down because of this bad news and it can go further down. We don't need to listen to the conscious mind. We need to listen to the subconscious mind. And that's why I'm saying, just revise these sessions 5 times, 6 times, so that it could become a habit to take a trade when the conditions are being met. There is no second question. When conditions are being met, there is no question. All good stocks will come down because of the bad news only. And the situation will change again. Right? Now is the time for few questions, those you might be having. We can start. You can unmute and ask.
Sir, for the sir, it's a Gurinder here.
Yeah.
Sir, for very beginners who are starting from the day one,
Okay.
sir, which best books will you recommend for foundation, for making foundation?
For making foundation, I will say to go to Zerodha Versity first.
Sir.
You will go to the Zerodha Versity. Okay. So,
right.
Zerodha Versity. Yes. So this is zerodha.com/Versity.
Right, sir.
Okay. This is the URL, and
right, sir.
I am just pasting it on the chat box. This is the URL, zerodha.com/Versity. So this is giving you all basic information. And I would recommend, even if we have prior experience, all of us should go through this.
Right.
There could be few terms, few words, few sentences, few information. Even though we are trading for last 10 years, we might not be knowing.
Right.
Always remember one thing: we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
We don't know what we don't know. We just need to explore.
Right.
There could be a lot of things, those we might not be knowing.
Right, sir.
And second, after this, one up on what, basically there are 3 books written by Peter Lynch. The first book is Learn to Earn. The first book is Learn to Earn, and this is the basic one. So these 3 books written by Peter Lynch should be read in the same sequence. The first is Learn to Earn.
Right, sir.
And second is One Up on Wall Street.
Right, sir.
And third one is Beating the Street. Beating, B-E-A-T-I-N-G. Beating the Street means outperforming. Beating the Street.
Right, sir.
Third one. Next question, please.
Thank you, sir.
Vivek ji, hello.
Yes, sir.
Vivek ji, this for the base formation, minimum how many candles we need to?
It will depend on the size of the overall movement. Sometimes 4-5 candles will be sufficient when the downside movement is a small one, and sometimes means if there are 4-5 candles, then this is more than sufficient.
Okay, thank you.
Vivek ji, can I?
Yes. Yes, please.
Vivek ji, I was wondering if we can bring together our group effort and have a interactive group whereby one can kind of alert everybody if at all they come across a pattern. So that will give real synergy to our group in terms of benefit.
See, I can do that. But, I can do that. However, my experience says if I will be doing this, then nobody will be able to make money.
What is the reason you feel?
The reason is we have a habit to type. Our thumbs have means they are addicted to type anything every time. And a lot of us will not be stopping watching TV. So if something will be coming on TV, we'll be sending the URL on the WhatsApp group. We have the bad habit.
No, one has to definitely cross-check once. We cannot rely on the prompts. But only if we are convinced of the alerts, then one can kind of call it a shot at that.
One more thing. No one in this world has made 100 crore rupees with someone else's help. You will get a bad habit. You will not be becoming independent. All traders, those have made 100 crore, are doing it independently.
Yeah, I got your point. It's a valid point. But you can try exploring what I have suggested. It's up to you.
I have tried exploring this. This is the 28th batch.
Okay.
So there have been 27 batch earlier, and there was a mess.
Okay.
There was a mess. Seriously. Okay. See, if you want to have friendship with few of us, of course you can have. There's nothing wrong. But let me tell you, if you are serious about making 100 crore rupees from stock market, never ever talk to anyone about stock market.
Okay.
I'm telling this from my own experience. I had started with zero, and this amount is almost 80 crore rupees now.
Lovely.
And I had started with zero. And if I was discussing my strategies, my trades with someone else, I could not have made this much of money.
You got a point. Achha. And Vivek bhai, when you refer CAGR of 40% in terms of trading, do you account for the tax which we pay 15%, or is it post-tax, pre-tax, or you disregard the taxation part? Because every time we book a profit, there is a clear wipe off of that 15% tax cut.
So 15% tax is on the profit.
Whereas for long-term investment, only we will exit only that also as and when we kind of go in for the selling part. Till then we are not paying tax actually.
See,
I was just wondering.
I am holding PCS since 2008.
Okay.
So this is the only stock I'm holding for such a long time. And in that stock, even though I'm holding it since 2008, and this is second largest company in India, and it has been a very good performer. Of course, we don't have any doubt about it. Still, the CAGR is not even 25%. Whereas my overall CAGR is 47% after paying taxes during last 17-18 years.
Lovely. Achha, the CAGR thing you will be tackling in the next coming sessions, I guess. Calculating the CAGR trading ka.
So that is very easy. There is a formula, and I have shared one Google sheet.
Yeah, but we have not gone through it. You have shared that sheet, but somehow I was lost.
Try to go through that.
Achha,
and if you have any question, then definitely I'll be clearing
we can just take a sample of 1 or 2 trades and just how to track kind of,
Sure.
We will help us. Thoda handholding manega.
We will do that.
And so one more question regarding this cup and handle and reverse head and shoulder. Are we to set a GTT for exit prior, or what actually? It's better always.
That's a
Acha.
choice.
And
That's a-
exact, you feel we should have some buffer, some rupees lesser, or you suggest exact this thing?
See,
This is just some doubts which come to my mind.
it's again a choice. If we
Yeah.
will be having the buffer and all, then definitely we
Better
will not
chance.
have a set of rules.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. So in your experience, always you have taken the price whatever it was.
I do keep my mind very clear. If the
Hmm.
target is 100, let it be 100.
Okay.
So simple.
Okay.
Hi,
Sir,
this is Saurabh here.
Yes,
My question is not related to today's session because I need to again revise it, and if any doubt comes, I will come back to you. Actually, my question is regarding the previous session. Where you covered moving average strategies. So I have observed in previous days that sometimes this moving average, the trends, even in the back end, it keeps on changing based on the current the chart movement. Did you ever observe that?
No, see, moving average will keep on changing, of course. But once
Even
the
the back
moving
end,
average is made, no, it will never be changed in the backend. No,
it will
it
never.
cannot be changed. It cannot be
Okay.
changed.
Only in the intraday setup it will change, but in the
Exactly. Intraday, it will be changed because it will be considering intraday candles. But on daily candles, it will never be changed.
it will never be changed.
No, never. It cannot be changed.
Okay, we can take a call on the based on that. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
sir, one question, sir, please.
Yes, Anurag. Yes.
Sir, sir, right, you have recommended, right, Nalva Sons, that we have, if we try to purchase on the opening time.
I
Sir,
have never recommended any share.
Sir, never recommended, but it's a, sir, for us to purchase. Sir, when we try to purchase going up and up, we are not able to make it. Sir, what a strategy, whether we have to execute GTT like that, so that we can purchase on a base price.
You need to focus on V40 companies based on the learned strategies. That's it. As I said, to perform stunt is not your right now.
Right, sir.
You are at a very early age.
Right, sir.
Right. And by applying these strategies, those I'm teaching here, you will be making consistent money year on year. There's no need to go on all that. As I told you, I'm in a different state.
Right.
I'm in a different position. A lot of people are relying upon me that Vivek Bhai will come up with a video so that we can make some money. Right. So, but you don't need to go for that. In your portfolio, at least. Stay with V40 and V40 next companies and keep on making money.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Vivek bhai, can you try out a Telegram? You are active on Twitter, but thoda mera Twitter mein bug hai. So have you tried exploring a Telegram channel for flashing news just as you do for Twitter?
Sir, the news I'm flashing or I'm doing whatever on social media is no more applicable on my students, those have taken my online classes.
Achha, okay.
I have delivered the premium content to you. So the mediocre content you don't need to have, or you don't need to trade in your accounts.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, Karni bhai.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. My question is about V10 strategy.
Yes, bhai.
And I just got that. Okay, once say on RHS and CWH is applicable, we take the V10. Once the price drops from a peak, 10% it comes down, right?
Yeah, yes.
And then the second, while averaging, we take it the second V10 trade once that drops further 5%. So my question is when
no.
Oh, sorry.
10% from the second peak.
Yeah.
And the gap between first buying and this second buying should be more than 5%.
Yes, correct. So what is the target of the second averaging trade when we bought?
The second peak.
The second.
Not 10%. The second peak.
Second. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anurag.
So in case of complex RHS, when the first left shoulder is formed and it touches the neckline, and then when it starts forming the second shoulder, is it mandatory to touch the neckline again for the second and the third shoulders as well? Or if it touches the first left
See,
shoulder touches, then
once the right shoulder has given the breakout from the base formation, nothing is important after that.
okay, that is not relevant, the left second.
Yes, yes.
And sir, I had a doubt about one chart pattern in as per V20 strategy. Sir,
Mhm.
sir, if may open Johnson and sir Johnson controls Hitachi.
Yes,
chart.
so there is one trade that is open a long time back, since long time back. This is what you are saying?
Yeah, yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
the
that is still
I shared
applicable.
it, sir. I shared it with you. My question regarding it was that so there is a movement of more than 28%. The green
Yes,
can
yes.
on in April. Yes, sir. Sir, when the price hit the lower range, we made our first trade.
Yes.
And sir, right here. And then sir, it fell after that when we purchased at the lower end of the range, and then it fell 10% more down. Then we purchased it again, averaged it.
No,
Sir, I want. This is my question.
we
As it-
need to buy if there is here any other 20% movement.
okay, sir. If in case otherwise, we'll just stay with the original position.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. In that case, we will not average.
There should be a separate V20 movement, and the trade based on separate V20 movement should be lower than 10%,
Okay.
as we are talking about in V10.
Sir, I'm asking about V20, sir.
Yeah, means in the same manner as we did in V10, in the same manner, we need to have a 20% separate movement as well, and the second trade should be 10% lower than the first trade.
Okay. Otherwise, we'll just stay with the position.
Yes.
Right, sir. Thank you.
This trade is still open, Vivek, in
Yes,
Johnson.
that trade is still open. That trade is still open, sir.
We can still buy.
And definitely JCHAC, Johnson Hitachi Control, that is making world-class air conditioning ACs. This company is going to have a big orders from telecom companies very soon. Because in telecom towers, telecom operators are having a preference to Hitachi for their telecom towers. And because of the 5G rollout, they are going to have a lot more new towers. Amara Raja batteries and JCHAC will be gaining from this momentum.
I believe they are sitting on a huge inventory.
Exactly. That's why they will be selling it now. Yes, Sopik.
Hi, Vivek.
Yes,
So for complex RHS, should we have multiple shoulders on both the side, or any one side also make it complex?
on one side also.
On one side also. Okay. Okay. Understood.
This means on both the side there should be at least one shoulder. But on the another side means on one side there could be right. You got it, Sopik? Yeah. Bharat, yes, please.
Vivek sir, we were just, I had a doubt on V200 strategy. We'll be using this only on one strategy till date, whatever we have studied. That is only on V20. Or will we?
Is this noise from your background?
Maybe I'm actually outside.
Okay.
So
okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, V20 strategy will be used only on V200 companies. Will be learning any other strategies on those companies also?
Yes, we will be learning that in coming sessions.
Okay, because I was just learning and I had it in mind tracking clean signs that was on V200, but that is for having RHS pattern right now.
We should not apply. We should not. We should not break the rule.
Okay. Okay.
Any other question, please? Anyone?
Vivek bhai, I was scanning through HDFC Limited for V20. There I registered 20% plus movement recently, but उसमें है ना candle का wick is disproportionately large in one of the candles. So is that okay? If I have to consider the top of the wick to the bottom of
First
the.
of all, you need to come up on the camera. I need to see whom
Oh,
I'm
so sorry.
speaking to.
Okay, then give me 2 minutes. I will just come.
You are not wearing a shirt?
Yeah, I mean, it was a thought informal atmosphere.
In the meanwhile, yes, Abha.
Sir, I want to ask you in the V10 strategy, how many trades can you take? I was not clear on that.
In V10,
Yes.
based on
What
V10, we can
particular
take,
stock?
based on V10, we can take 2 trades and 1 trade based on cup with handle or reverse head and shoulders. So total 3 trades.
Clear. Thank you.
I mean, at one time you can take 2 trades, but otherwise you can take as many as possible.
No,
right?
maximum 3 trades in one stock.
Okay, like you showed some 6,
Yes.
7 opportunity.
It means we must not invest more than 9% in one stock in any condition. Please note it down.
At any point of time or total?
No, total. We must not be invested more than 9% in one stock in any condition. In total as well.
So like if I've taken a cup with handle, which is ongoing, and then I take 2 V10,
and that's it.
I achieve the target in 2 V10. I should not take any.
I mean the open positions, of course.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yes, I mean the open positions.
Open position can be maxed.
Yes, yes.
Answer, it would be like booking partial profits.
No, there is no need to book the partial profit. If the target is achieved, then book the full profit. If the target is not achieved, then no partial profit.
Like for example, in a stock, there was a cup and handle.
So that is not the partial profit. That is, these are separate trades and complete exit.
Right, sir.
So if we have invested based on cup with handle pattern 3%, and another trade we have taken based on V10, that is 3%, and the target of V10 is achieved, so we are exiting from V10 trade. So
that
this is
will
the
maintaining in Excel sheet.
So in total, yes, based on the Excel sheet, you will be maintaining the Excel sheet.
Right.
Yes. Yes, Abha.
Sir, can we have in your Excel sheet that you've given, the formulas cannot be, they're blocked. Although I tried to do it myself.
You need to copy all content as it is. Press Control A, then Control C, go to your sheet and Control V. The formula.
I did it, but the formulas don't come.
Aditya will help you in that case.
Okay.
So can I, Vivek bhai?
Yes, please. Yes, now this is better. At least I must know.
Yes. So sir, क्या करूँ? Share screen करूँ? How do I show you?
No. What do you want to say?
HDFC में, I have registered that in the V20 strategy, the bunch of candles which contribute to making that 20%, one of the wick of the candle is disproportionately longer than the body.
So according to my teaching,
from bottom to top, you have told.
And that's it.
Acha, नहीं ये थोड़ा disproportionately large था. I was just wondering.
No, that's it. That's
okay.
It. That's it.
Thanks.
Yes. Anything else, please? Anyone?
Vivek bhai, good evening. How are you?
I'm good, bhai.
Vivek bhai, in some of the strategy, we know the technical target so that we can write in Excel sheet which you have shared. But the strategy like simple moving average and Rob Booker, Knoxville.
In that case, we cannot write the target. We need to regularly watch that at the end of the day.
Okay, so we cannot get to know how much we need to get. Okay.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Yes, I will.
Vivek, yeah, sorry.
Please unmute yourself.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear.
Sir, my name is Aravind, and actually I am new to this stock market in India. So
Right.
I have to know a meaning for a word. Like, is there some term called speculative trading?
What? Sorry? Second?
Speculative trading.
So speculative trading is swing trading basically, which is not the long-term investing. So there are 3 things. One is long-term investing, second is speculative trading, and third one is the gambling. Right. So gambling is intraday and future and option. Right? Gambling is intraday and future and option. And speculative trading is short to medium term trading, which is what we are learning here. And long-term trading is, long-term investing is something we are buying today and we will not sell it. For example, as I told you, I am holding TCS for last 14 years now.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, buddy. Yes, Bilmori ji.
Haji. Vivek bhai, can you please refer Zensa Tech chart? Is it possible for you?
Okay, what's in that?
Usme sir, there is a range I've come across of 46% in V20, but the price has gone 3 times higher and it has not yet touched the bottom. It has gone 3 or 4 times higher and it is coming down, but it has not touched the lower range so far.
So what is your question in that?
So it's an active trade now, because I was just wondering, because the
trade becomes active. A trade becomes active when
You take it.
There's a range and the price comes down at the lower line, lower level. And if the price is not coming at the lower level, this trade is not active.
Because I was wondering, because you said that the operator is.
This is not necessary that every time the price will come down to the lower line. This is not necessary. We will take a trade if it will come down. If it does come down.
Yeah, why I'm asking is, Vivek bhai, the operator may have already made his profit because the price has already gone 3 times plus over and above the range. So I was just wondering if he exits the trade.
This is not necessary that every time if there is a range of more than 20%, price will come down at lower line. This is not necessary. If it will come down, we will take a trade. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So operator has not booked his profit. That is our underlying assumption, or as you reverted on the message.
Operator might have booked the profit at a higher level.
Yeah. And he will again take the trade. That is what you had reverted on.
It's not necessary that he will take the trade again. It's not necessary.
Achha, but our lower range is valid. We can take the trade.
Lower range is valid. Yes. So lower range is valid to take a trade if the price come down up to 12 months only.
Okay. Because some have really gone back.
So our buying point should be within 12 months from the 20% movement. Please note it down.
Yeah, this we had not captured actually.
Sir, please repeat.
Our buying point, our buying level, our buying date should be within 12 months from the 20% movement.
I guess, sir, it's in the case of Lux Industries.
Lux Industries is going to give us very good gains. We just need to hold that. And all of you can do one thing. You can invest just 15,000 rupees, not 17,700 rupees separately in Lux Industries for 1 year, and the fees of the classes will be recovered.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
The right away tomorrow?
Sorry?
We can take the plunge tomorrow?
Yes, you can take the trade tomorrow. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can take.
Finally, we got the tip, Vivek bhai.
You will be getting a lot of tips on the last session. Don't worry. You will get the complete portfolio on the last session.
Oh, great.
And by the way, you cannot take the trade tomorrow because tomorrow is off.
Sunday.
Any other question, please? आप पूछ लो. Without raising the hands, you can ask now.
Sir, I have a question. Hear me?
Yes, please.
Can you hear me? Sir, you had explained that the retailer or the operator is hitting the stop loss. Is getting the retailer to hit the stop loss, or is the operator hitting the stop loss? That point is not clear. Can you show chart once more?
Retailers are selling at the lower price than their buying price. And when someone is selling at a lower price than the buying price, this is called the stop loss. So retail public is selling below their buying price, not the operator. Operator never book a loss. They don't have a habit to book a loss. They are just like me.
So the retailer is hitting the stop loss.
Yes.
And the stop loss, that what do you call it? The support is
Yes.
being created by the operator.
Yes.
Got it.
So
Thank
this
you.
is a net. This is a net. जिसमें सारे पक्षी फंस जाते हैं. ये जाल
Hello,
है.
sir.
This is a trap that is being created by the operators. This is a trap.
Now, I ask you, like in the case of Tata Elxsi, for example, their Q2 results were not good, and the is it operators doing this that the stock is falling so much? What's your opinion on that?
Every movement that is more than 10% in any stock is being operated by operators only. We retail public don't have too much force to move a stock either on the upside or on the downside by more than 10%. Right?
So does this create a buying opportunity then for a retailer?
If there is a chart pattern, if this is a good company, if this is a good business, if we are meeting all the conditions based on any strategy, then only, otherwise not. Only because the stock has come down, it doesn't mean this is a buying opportunity. No, it is not.
Correct.
Any other question?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
This is Arti here.
Yes.
So in RHS, suppose the left shoulder is created and now it's creating the head. And while coming up, it didn't touch the neckline and below only it came again down. Like for example, 5-10% below only it came down. So is it valid or invalid?
We need to witness the base formation. We need to witness the breakout from the base formation. We just need to follow the conditions. Simple. If this is following the condition, then this is valid. If our conditions are not being met, then this is not valid.
Okay, sir.
Sir?
Which stock we are talking about?
Any stock. He was taking the hypothetical example.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Sir,
please.
good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, good evening. This is Divya. You know me that, I'm a question bank, but I don't have any questions for you now.
Yes, Divya.
I just unmuted and joined the meeting to wish you a very, very, very happy birthday
Thank you,
belated.
Divya. Thank you. Thank you, Divya. Thank you. God bless you.
Same to you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ji.
This is Monty.
Yeah.
Sir, first of all, belated happy birthday to you, sir.
Thank you, Monty. Thank you.
Actually, sir, I am having a question regarding to raw.
Your voice is gone. Your question is regarding what? Not getting your voice, Monty. No, not getting your voice. Any other question, please? If any one of us
Hello,
have...
sir.
Yes, please. Now I can hear you.
Okay, sir. Actually, I was having the question regarding Rob Booker Knoxville divergence that you have explained the last day.
Yeah.
Sir, in that strategy, we have planned that the uptrend lines that are connecting the top to top, and downtrend lines that are connecting from bottom to bottom will make the lines.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, actually, I have gone through some charts like ICIGI, that is ICICIGI.
Yeah.
In that chart pattern, sir, I have seen that the lower to lower points has been created, but downtrending lines are missing. So actually, I want to know, am I doing any mistake in plotting it?
Monty, can you please share the chart on WhatsApp so that we can understand it better and we could resolve your question? It will be
Okay,
better.
okay.
Right?
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Vivek, can Knoxville be applied on Johnson, though it's part of V40 next, not V40?
No, no.
Mhm.
Vivek bhai, you were showing Bajaj Finance in your session. So the price is always is already lower than the breakout point.
Yes.
So we can have one trade for dedicated to this.
Yes,
what
we can.
was it? Cup and hold shoulder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cup with handle pattern, we can.
So we can retain it till the
Yes.
exit point मिलता है तब.
Yes,
Thanks.
we can.
In fact, we can have two, right?
Yes, we can have two trades based on
cup with handle
one
and
is based
V10.
on V10 and one is based on cup with handle. We can have two trades. Yes, having the different targets.
Right.
Yeah. So see you tomorrow.
Yep.
And tomorrow we are going to have a look at the financials, and we will make sure that we don't need to become a chartered accountant to understand the financials for trading purpose. Right. So why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because we need to leave a lot of things untouched while understanding financials. There are very few information. Those are really relevant for finding good companies within a good business.
Okay.
I will explain each and everything. It will be a complete 3 hours long session. After that, we might be having Q&A. So because I do know it will take 2.5 hours at least to explain you each and everything. Right?
And we have early class tomorrow, like instead of 8 to 11, like something like 7 to.
Again, everybody's schedule will be
disturb us.
changed, disturbed. So let it be 8 to 11, please.
8 to 11.
Fine.
I'm already feeling like that once I have rescheduled it and a lot of people are missing. So I'm already in a guilt, but I'll be sending a message on the group again.
When are you planning your offline in Gurgaon again or any other city?
Not in any other city, only in Gurgaon itself. My December batch is already full. I have seat in January batch.
Okay.
Might be. I need to confirm from Aditya whether means how many seats are available. Might be 2-3 seats only.
And usually, how many days it is? And
it is of 2 days only, Saturday, Sunday. 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And I do speak for 8 hours continuously without mic in front of everyone.
Okay.
In a standing position. So I have a good stamina. I have no doubt about it. And that is with the help of chanting. That is with the help of having right food and walking every day, doing exercise, doing everything that is needed to maintain, doing everything that is needed to control or in the benefit of tan, man, dhan. So we have 3 assets. That is the body, physical body. Second is the mind, and third is the money. So whatever we are doing, that should be giving some contribution to building up, either giving us more time, giving us more energy, giving us more knowledge, giving us more money, or making our making our body healthy. So tan, man, dhan, these are 3 assets. Any task that is not increasing the strength of these 3 things is a useless task. So anytime, whatever we are doing, if we can have a question, whether this task is going to increase my money, if no, is it is going to increase my physical health? No. Is it going to increase my knowledge base? No. Then why I'm doing this? For what? It means that is a useless task. Right? And we should always wear a watch. Why? Because we must know what we are going to do in next 1 hour. If we don't know what we are going to do in next 1 hour, we are wasting a resource that is most valuable. Rich people are buying this by paying money. We have no right to waste it. Rich people are, as I had given an example earlier also, rich people are hiring the chauffeur for their car not because they don't like to drive the car. Of course they do like, but because they want to have more time, so that in that time they could finish up their calls, they could reply on their WhatsApp, they could fix up the meetings, and they could read something. We need to make the best use of available time. Always, always. Yes, Abaji.
So I have one question regarding this batch that you're talking about offline. A person needs to do this, what we are learning in this batch right now. We need to practice it maybe for a year before we do this other batch.
No, it depends. If you are a good student and if you see, you need to have acceptance that whatever Vivek Bhai has taught is actually in your favor and you will be making money with that. That's it. In offline batch, I need my loyal people. So simple. People means the candidate who wants to become like me, who understand my ideology, who understand my lifestyle, who want to accept me as it is. This offline batch is for them.
Sir, usko Zoom, try giving a Zoom touch to your offline also, because people sitting far away cannot benefit.
They are coming by taking a flight. In my all the batches, at least 5 people are coming from abroad. In all my offline batches, at least 5 are coming from abroad.
So
and this is a filter process. If someone is ready to come from far away countries, of course they are really interested and they are loyal. And why I'm searching for loyal people? Because I want to be loyal with them. It's an army. It's a close group. When we are meeting in person for 2 days, we have a different bonding. We have a friendship. Right. So those are different means that is a next level. उसके बाद कुछ नहीं बचता जो मेरे पास हो और मैं नहीं देता हूँ किसी को.
So, but is that necessary only if you want to do trading all the time, or is it?
This is not only about the trading. This is about having a different life.
That you want to take few trades.
No. This is for to become like me. This is just to become like me. What I'm doing early in the morning, how I'm going, how I'm running, how I'm sleeping, what I'm doing, what I'm reading, what I'm eating, what I'm chanting, why I'm eating, why I'm drinking, everything. How to tackle Buaji, how to tackle Mosi, how to tackle Bhatija, how to tackle sister, how to tackle friends, how to tackle these colleagues, and how to take 55% appraisal every year from your boss. It's everything. It's everything.
Sir, what's the criteria to enter the offline class?
There are 3 criteria. There are 3 criteria. One, you must have taken online course. Of course, you have taken.
Right,
Second, you must have time during market hours. I would say if you don't have time during market hours, then the strategy which I am teaching, where you will be making money every month, no matter where the market is going, you will be making money every month, and the CAGR will be more than 50%. You will not be able to use that if you are not full-time. Right. And third, the portfolio size should be at least 40-50 lakhs. So that when we are making 50% on 40 lakhs, it means we are making 20 lakh rupees a year from that. So we are able to run our family with that money. Because we are full-time, at least we need to replace our minimum salary. That is the criteria.
Right.
Okay. कल मिलते हैं हम लोग. See you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I will be uploading the video in the morning by 10 o'clock so that you can revise once.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Good
night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night.